This week, you're going to add a key point entry using your team's VoiceThread. So from the list of your team's VoiceThread, you're going to open that URL, and it should bring you up to whichever team you're on, that VoiceThread that you used in week 3. From the page that it opens, you're going to click the 3 horizontal lines up in the top left. You're going to click Edit, and it's going to take you to a screen that should look something like this. For your key point entry this week, you're going to build it around your related image, infographic, or video. So you're only going to add 1 slide this week. Each team member will add 1 slide. That slide is going to serve as your entire key point entry. You're going to build it around the image or the video that you choose, which is related to your key point statement. So you're going to click the plus sign here. You have some different options. If you're going to use an image or an infographic, you're going to choose My Computer, and then that'll take you out to where you can browse and choose an image. If you're going to use a video, then you're going to choose URL, and you're going to enter the URL to your video, probably from YouTube. So you're just going to enter that URL here. Be sure that it's the URL for the video, not the embed code, and you'll enter that here. As you can see, I've already created one, and I used a URL to enter a YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and just edit that right now. I can title it, so I can title it my name here if I want to, or I can just go in and click comment, and it'll take me to that slide. It takes just a minute to load. So there's my video, and as you can see, it's playing down here. I'm going to pause it so that there's no audio coming out of the video. And so this is the video that I chose. It's about online team collaboration, and that would go with whatever key point statement that I want to make. So as you saw in the example that I uploaded earlier in the soft talk, there's several comments on my graphic that I use because I've got to add my key point statement, my related article, my related website, and a personal strategy. So you're going to have at least 4 comments around this video or graphic for your key point entry. You can have more than 1 article, you can have more than 1 website. You are only going to have 1 key point statement and then your personal strategy. You get to choose which types of comments you'd like to use. The ABC is a text comment. The telephone is to make a comment using your phone. You're probably not going to use that. You have to dial into a number and do it that way. You'd probably rather use the audio if you're going to do an audio comment. The video is a video comment. And then this upload button is a little tricky. You upload a comment, but it has to be in VoiceThread format. So you would have had to have saved it from a previous VoiceThread and downloaded it to your computer. So that's probably not going to be used either. Like I said, you can choose whichever comment type you want to make, but you do have to use at least 1 video comment. So we want to see you making a comment. And that can be for your key point statement or your personal strategy. Most likely the article and website that you're going to upload is going to be a file upload. So you're going to make a text, and then you would put the URL to whatever file you're going to talk about, and then you would annotate it like I did in the example. So I could put a file URL here, and then I would annotate it. And this article relates to my key point entry and talk about the article. And then I'm also going to cite it. So make sure you do your APA citation at the bottom. So you can see that in the example that I did, and you're going to want to make sure that you do all that correctly. Your team lead each week is going to be checking over to make sure all of that's included. So again, you're only going to add 1 slide per person, and then you're going to make all of your comments around the video or graphic that you choose, and then you're going to use the rest as comments to make the other elements of your entry. Once you're finished, you're going to go back to each of your team members' key point entries, and you're going to comment on all of them. So you only have to make one comment per person. So there's 4 people in each team, so you're going to do your own key point entry, and then you're going to comment on your other 3 team members. And you can use any type of comment you want to comment. But we want substantial comments, not just, oh, that's great, oh, this is cool. We want you to talk about it with them. So as you saw in the key point entry that I made, everything is annotated and there's APA citations. So we want you to go in and maybe talk about how it relates, or talk about something else that could be added, talk about how it relates to something in the text, not just, oh, this is great or that's cool. We want to see a substantive comment on each of your teammates. This is a collaborative project, and we want to make sure that it's all working together and comes across nicely. So if you have further questions on the printed instructions, there is a URL for VoiceThread support and also the VoiceThread YouTube channel. So you can go to those 2 sites and see if there's any other questions that can be answered. I'm by no means a VoiceThread expert, but you can always feel free to reach out to myself or Dr. Baker if you have some questions, and use the Google Plus community, because that's a great resource for Dr. Baker and myself, and then the rest of the class, to see your questions, and maybe we've had the same issues and they can reach out and answer. And typically answers are pretty fast if you go that way. So good luck with your key point entries this week, and I hope you guys have fun doing a collaborative VoiceThread entry.